Iran has suspended all indirect negotiations with the U.S. and announced its intention to completely block the Strait of Hormuz, a major global oil shipping route. This decision has triggered a sharp rise in crude oil prices. The Strait of Hormuz is a critical choke point, through which nearly 20% of the world's oil supply passes. Blocking it could severely disrupt global energy markets and increase volatility in oil prices. In addition to the Strait of Hormuz, Iran has also threatened to block the el-Mandeb Strait, another vital shipping route in the Red Sea. This move would compound the disruption to oil and shipping logistics, potentially leading to higher fuel costs and inflation worldwide. The breakdown in negotiations comes after a series of escalating events, including U.S. airstrikes on Iranian radar and drone sites following the downing of a U.S. drone by Iran. Tensions have further intensified with Israeli military actions in southern Lebanon, where Israeli forces captured Beaufort Castle, a strategic location in the ongoing conflict with Hezbollah. Meanwhile, U.S. President Donald Trump recently posted on Truth Social. Most people arrive after the move is obvious and the easy upside is gone. We focus on serious crypto education and high-quality signals before the crowd rushes in, so you can understand the setup earlier and move sooner. If you want that edge, visit the link below now. Stating that Iran really wants to make a deal and urging critics to just sit back and relax. Despite these comments, reports suggest that Trump rejected recent diplomatic terms negotiated by U.S. envoys, with enriched uranium stockpiles remaining a key point of contention. The situation is rapidly deteriorating, with Lebanon's health ministry reporting over 3,355 deaths since the Israeli offensive began on March 2. The Israeli military has issued evacuation warnings to residents of southern Beirut, citing potential strikes against Hezbollah targets if rocket fire into Israel continues. The U.S. and Iran have been engaged in a fragile ceasefire since early April, but recent events have pushed both sides closer to open conflict. The Strait of Hormuz closure is not a hypothetical threat. It has been referenced in past conflicts, notably during the 1980s Iran-Iraq War and more recently during the 2019 attacks on oil tankers. A full closure could trigger a global energy crisis, with oil prices spiking to levels not seen in decades. The impact would be felt beyond oil prices, with shipping companies rerouting vessels, insurance costs rising, and global supply chains facing significant delays. The el-Mandeb Strait is also a key route for oil tankers traveling to and from the Red Sea, and its closure would further compound global energy supply issues. The U.S. and its allies have contingency plans for such scenarios, but a sudden and complete closure would test those plans in real time. The geopolitical implications are vast, with regional powers like Saudi Arabia and the United Arab Emirates closely watching developments. The U.S. has deployed military assets to the region. Most people arrive after the move is obvious and the easy upside is gone. We focus on serious crypto education and high-quality signals before the crowd rushes in, so you can understand the setup earlier and move sooner. If you want that edge, visit the link below now. Including aircraft carriers and destroyers as a show of force and deterrence. However, military escalation is a high-stakes gamble, with no clear path to a quick resolution. The next key signal to watch will be whether the U.S. and Iran can de-escalate tensions through diplomatic channels, or if the situation will spiral into a broader conflict. For now, oil prices remain elevated, and global markets are bracing for further volatility. The outcome of these negotiations, or the lack thereof, will have lasting effects on energy markets, geopolitical stability, and global economic growth.